Love books? Whether you're a seasoned reader or just starting your literary journey, classic novels have a way of capturing our imaginations and transporting us to different worlds. But sometimes, the stories we think we know are clouded by myths and misconceptions. Today, we're diving deep into the world of classic literature to debunk some of the most common myths. So, grab your favorite reading spot and let's get started. Let's shatter some literary illusions. These myths have been around for ages, and it's time to set the record straight. From misunderstood characters to misinterpreted themes, we're going to uncover the truth behind these timeless tales. Myth number 1. Frankenstein isn't the monster. This is a common misconception that has been perpetuated by countless movies and pop culture references. But in Mary Shelley's groundbreaking novel, Frankenstein is actually the name of the scientist, Victor Frankenstein, who creates the creature. Nope, Frankenstein is actually the scientist's name. Mary Shelley, who wrote this novel when she was just 18 years old, crafted a story that delves into the consequences of playing God and the ethical dilemmas of scientific experimentation. The monster? He's just called the creature. This nameless being is a tragic figure, abandoned by his creator and shunned by society. Shelley's novel explores themes of isolation, identity, and the quest for acceptance, making it much more than just a horror story. Mind blown yet? The next time you hear someone refer to the monster as Frankenstein, you'll know the real story. But we're just getting started. Let's move on to our next myth. Next up, Moby Dick. Herman Melville's epic tale is often misunderstood as a simple story about a heroic fisherman battling a giant whale. But there's so much more to it than that. It's not the story of a heroic fisherman. In fact, it's a complex narrative that explores themes of obsession, revenge, and the human condition. Captain Ahab, the protagonist, is driven by a relentless desire to hunt down the white whale, Moby Dick, which he sees as the embodiment of all his suffering. Captain Ahab's obsession with that whale? Totally nuts. His single-minded pursuit leads to his downfall and the destruction of his crew. Melville's novel is a profound meditation on the dangers of obsession and the limits of human knowledge. Spoiler, it doesn't end well. The novel's tragic conclusion serves as a powerful reminder of the consequences of unchecked ambition. So, the next time you pick up Moby Dick, remember that it's not just a tale of adventure, but a deep exploration of the human psyche. Myth 3. The Great Gatsby is all about glam and parties. F. Scott Fitzgerald's masterpiece is often seen as a celebration of the Roaring Twenties, with its lavish parties and glamorous characters. But beneath the surface, there's a much darker story being told. It's actually a deep dive into the American dream. Through the eyes of the narrator, Nick Carraway, we see the disillusionment and moral decay that lie beneath the glittering facade of the jazz age. Gatsby's pursuit of wealth and status is ultimately a futile attempt to recapture a lost past. And guess what? The dream is kinda broken. Fitzgerald's novel is a poignant critique of the American dream, revealing the emptiness and corruption that can accompany the pursuit of material success. It's a story of love, loss, and the relentless passage of time. War and peace sounds like a massive snooze fest. At over 1,200 pages, Leo Tolstoy's epic novel can seem daunting. But don't let its length fool you. This book is anything but boring. Surprise! It's packed with drama, romance, and intense battles. Tolstoy masterfully weaves together the lives of his characters against the backdrop of the Napoleonic Wars, creating a rich tapestry of human experience. Tolstoy knew how to keep it spicy. From passionate love affairs to gripping battle scenes, War and Peace has it all. It's a profound exploration of history, society, and the human spirit. And finally, everyone thinks Romeo and Juliet is the greatest love story ever. Shakespeare's tragic tale of star-crossed lovers has been romanticized for centuries, but if you take a closer look, you'll see that it's more about impulsive decisions and youthful folly. But honestly, it's more about impulsive teenagers making really bad decisions. Romeo and Juliet's whirlwind romance and hasty marriage lead to a series of tragic events, culminating in their untimely deaths. Tragic? Yes. Romantic? debatable. While their love is intense, it's also reckless and ultimately doomed. Shakespeare's play serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of acting on impulse and the consequences of feuding families. Now, that's literature debunked. We've taken a closer look at some of the most iconic classic novels and uncovered the truths behind the myths. These stories are rich with meaning and complexity, offering insights into the human condition that are as relevant today as they were when they were written. If you love these surprises, hit subscribe and keep your reading glasses handy. There's always more to discover in the world of literature, and we can't wait to explore it with you. So, stay curious, keep reading, and let's continue this literary adventure together.